Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back with a solo episode today because it is late as fuck and I couldn't get anyone to help me do this, so it'll probably be a quick one. But this week is Spiteful, Grevious, Fortified, which is actually pretty good. Probably one of the last good push weeks that we're gonna have, so it'd be fun. Let's see. I'm on my shaman because I've been working on this tune a little bit. Got up to 2270. Hopefully next week get a little bit more score, maybe a 20 or 2 for the shaman here. Haven't really been playing my druid much, but next season definitely will. So I'm just gonna quickly look at a couple pulls that might be sketchy, and then we'll do something new towards the end of the video. So other side isn't really that bad as usual. It's gonna get kind of crazy with the Spiteful here. But Spiteful is pretty good, and Grevious is hard, but it's not too hard. So the size of the pulls isn't really limited this week, which means this wing is super duper fun. Maybe I'll play my bear just for that, to be honest. Where you want to be careful is anywhere that there's tight hallways, so maybe really only in this section be a little bit sketchy, because there's the little shades that are spawning, and then there's also just the regular ghosts that spawn from this pull, so maybe be careful over there. Halls is pretty great because it's super wide open, so not too bad. It is fortified though, so fortified Grevious with these thrashing mobs, it's gonna hurt, but they usually hurt, so nothing too different here. Yeah, really nothing too bad. This double pull, I guess just be careful with the ghosts. I wouldn't really want to pull him onto the boss because of the ghosts, but some people might. You never know. Miss is especially annoying because you have to kill the ghosts in order to go through the maze. Unless you have Shadow Meld or Feign Death or Vanish, stuff like that. Sometimes you can get out of combat really quick and just slam your face into the doorway, and sometimes it'll open for you. Not all the time, so try your best. Or if you're killing the last mob right before the shade spawns, if you slam your face into the door, sometimes you can kind of push through there. But it'll be a good week to pull stuff through the wall, since you kind of have that forced downtime of killing the shades anyway, then pulling through the wall is always good though, so nothing too different here. The shades could get kind of annoying over here, when you do this big pull, which most people do, because it's kind of narrow right here. So just careful in this section, because there's also swirlies on the ground you got to run away from. So you might have to either get meleeed by a shade or be in the swirly, and it's I don't know. It's a bad week for melee in general, I guess. Not too bad in here though, I'll say. I don't really make routes for Mist just because the maze is weird. Plaguefall is pretty cool. This is a fun pull with all the shades, unless you're a melee player. Kind of the theme of the week, really. It's pretty wide open, so it's not too hard to run away from the ghosts at the end of the pull. The only spot it gets kind of sketchy is over here. There's going to be a ton of ghosts at the end of this pull, so just be ready for that. Don't get meleeed to death like I've done a number of times. Sanguine Depths is kind of one of the more annoying ones, just because of how tight the hallways are with the ghosts. So, as always with Spiteful, say you're killing this pack here, just run in front of the pack, or if you're melee, just be on that side of the pack. That way, you don't find yourself waiting for the shade to die and then crossing it. Just try to, and that goes for anywhere, but especially things with hallways, I think is what we want to do. Yeah, really not too bad. I think not all of these drop the ghosts. I want to say it's these. The Acolytes definitely do. These sprites, I think they do. Most the tiny unimportant mobs don't drop the ghosts. But actually, Sanguine Depths with the ghosts is pretty sick because you can extend your buffs. So say you're running say you like have this jar open here, and you kill everything, you have like 7 stacks of the buff, or 6 or 9, whatever you have. Well, you'll probably have more because of the ghost. But say you're running away from the jar and it's still open, if you can like knock the ghost into the circle for the jar and then it dies there, you'll get the refresh, and it's actually pretty sick. So kind of hard, kind of easy this week, I guess. Sanguine Depths. Spires, pretty nice as usual. It's pretty open, but it is kind of narrow. Like, it looks open, but it can be kind of narrow sometimes. Maybe like this pull, if you're doing this like double pull here, like make sure that you get out in front of that. Otherwise you're going to be waiting for the ghost to die before you go. Can I undo what I just did? No, no. Now it's down here. Oh boy. Or is that here? Okay. We'll fix that. Whatever. Necrotic Wake, same route as always. Pretty much I haven't changed the routes in a while, so I'm not really going to bother uploading them. They're pretty much the same almost every week. These guys here, they don't drop the shades. They also, or it's sprites? Spites? I don't know. Spiteful shades, is that what they're called? I don't know. They don't drop them, so it's just the 7. So you can pull these guys like back as far as you want and have your group like get ahead of here. Let's see. What's the mini boss? It is Varuth. Okay. Careful with fighting the ghosts with Varuth, because if someone gets meleeed and they have Grievous and there's a Varuth debuff, like it's gonna suck. Actually, Varuth kind of definitely sucks this week. Definitely don't pull Varuth while your group has any Grievous at all. Otherwise, your healer will be mad. Like, that happened to me, and I was very grumpy. So, just be aware of that, I suppose. Theater of Pain, kind of hard, too, because it's, like, tight hallways and a couple sections, like right here. I guess the farther back I can pull this mob, the better. And then tell everyone to get in front of the ghosts. Or if you have, like, a knock, like Ring of Peace, or a Typhoon, or Vortex. Try to, like, knock them away so everyone can run. Basically, like, we want to try to not lose a ton of time, just to like waiting for the ghost to die. My route still skips this. This actually is double bad on Grievous because these archers, what are they, the arbalists, they just shoot random people, and they also put bleeds on people. So this can kind of get out of control if you don't have like big healing CDs. Or like big defensives. I guess if you have like Ashen Hollow or something, maybe that's cool, but I don't know. I like skipping these guys pretty much all the time now. What me and my group have been doing. Yeah, so not much changing route-wise. Just be careful in hallways. Get in front of the ghosts. Definitely have a bunch of health pots in your bag. Like, make sure you have them keybound and stuff. If you ever see that you're like at, even if you're at like 80% health and you have like 4 stacks of Grievous, just like hit your health pot. I can't talk today. Hit your health pot and get yourself out of Grievous, and it helps your healer a ton. Something different I'm gonna do this week is I snagged the tier list from the M+ sub creation website. So this, I think, isn't necessarily saying what's the best, but it's like the previous week with these affixes. Like this is what seemed to be the best. I don't know. So it's not like 100% going to be the case for everyone, but I don't know. Necrotic Wake looks easy. Plaguefall easy. Halls. Mist gets kind of hard, like I was saying with the ghosts probably. Maybe that's why. I guess Spires and DOS low rated. I'm not sure why. Don't seem too bad. Maybe this is for like super high keys. Theater of Pain, Sanguine Depths, yeah, like those can get a little bit sketchy in here. But those tend to be harder dungeons anyway. So I guess I agree with that. Necrotic Wake is always pretty easy. Same with Plaguefall, as long as it's not tyrannical. Halls is super fun. Let's look at the tank tier list. I don't know why it's off to the side here. Bear is good. Oh, cool. Maybe I'll play my bear. And everyone else is super balanced. Tanks are super balanced this season, so that's pretty sick to see. Range tier list. Frost Mage is actually, I'm probably going to play my Frost Mage a lot this week. Cool interaction with Frost is that having the shade spawn in your blizzard not only looks cool on the meters, I guess, but like it also helps you reset your orb because you're hitting more targets. So any spec that like gains damage from hitting extra targets is probably gonna do better this week. Is Balanced Druid and Elemental are really strong for ranged? I guess that makes sense. I think Balanced Druid rocks. Elemental's cool, especially Shaman this week. It's gonna be fun because Slow Totem's really sick for the ghosts. And on my Resto Shaman, I'm gonna take this talent. Let's see. I'm gonna take, kind of small, but maybe you can see it. Instead of Static Charge, I'm gonna take Earth Grab, which is basically just a second Slow Totem, except this one roots. So they each last 20 seconds and have a 30-second cooldown. So you could just have like multiple Slow Totems up sometimes and just protect the shit out of everyone. Cap totem them as well. Be pretty sick. In fact, I'll just change this talent now so I don't forget for tomorrow. Or today, technically, when I upload the video. Let's see. What did I not do? Melee and then healers. Melee, it looks like Windwalker was really good. And that's Outlaw Rogue. Which, I think those are just really good anyway. So maybe it's not like specific to this week. But Windwalker's going to be sick because Ring of Peace and Leg Sweep can really help protect people. Sub Rogue is especially going to be good because of their like funnel damage. They can hit the ghosts and get a bunch of combo points and then like funnel the damage into the prio target. So like I said, kind of like with Frost Mage, I think they're going to be pretty strong this week, but they're strong anyways. I don't know that these tier lists change a ton like from week to week, but I'm just kind of looking at like what is ranked the best and maybe thinking about why. Fury Warrior, Havoc, and Outlaw Rogue are also good melee. That's pretty cool. Feral Druid's at the bottom with Enhance. I think that's just like a season-wide thing. But thinking like why they might be bad is they don't gain... I guess they kind of gain damage because they get combo points from like swiping and thrashing them. Maybe they're just like unpopular, I guess. I like a Feral Druid. Lastly, healers. So Shaman and Paladin. Yeah, this is pretty much just like the season long situation. But I guess Paladin, you can hodge the ghosts if they're coming after people. Shaman's gonna be sick like with the totems like I talked about. Resto Druid's actually pretty dope because you have Vortex and Knock and you can spec into roots, so like you can really protect people from the ghosts. Same thing, Mistweaver's gonna be cool just like Windwalker because you have the Ring of Peace, the Leg Sweep, you can protect people like that. Healer priests have a talent called Shining Force where you can knock things away from you, but you could also knock things away from a friendly target. So like say one of your DPS is being chased down by a ghost, like you don't even have to be near them, you could just target them with it and knock everything away from them. I guess just make sure you're not like knocking other shit away too that you don't want to be knocking, but I don't know, pretty good support. Pretty good support all around there. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Kind of short one this week because it's just me. But I didn't want to wake up super early tomorrow and record this before 9, and I wanted to get it out because if I don't record this and get it out, then I will probably stop doing them forever because that's the kind of person that I am. So, recording this at 2 in the fucking morning. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're still watching, comment why I fucked up the tier list and why I'm forgetting what I'm forgetting about, like things that are ranked good, things that are ranked bad. Hope everyone has good keys. Hopefully, maybe patch 9.2 is announced right now when you're watching this, so that's fun. But yeah, enjoy probably one of the last like push weeks of this season and have fun with it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.